traveling a little bit, applying myself, and all about supporting moral men, especially this next generation that's gonna be coming up. So I just want to give you guys some advice, man. I know that when money gets tough or money gets rough, when you start going low in your bank account, when your own family, starts to act iffy with you, when you start, getting into them high school years, when you start going to university. I know that there's a lot of people in our own families that sometimes have like even sexually assaulted us. Sometimes people in our own families have neglected us and things like that. Many people in our society are like very tired and distracted with a lot of things. Um, Sometimes you're gonna realize, like, as you're in your travels and as you work these jobs and as you make money and as you mature and you start to let life kind of settle in, you're gonna be able to see and blow past people in your travels just based on them being stuck essentially in a cycle that um is very self-evident. It's like that allegory of the snake eating itself. You're gonna see a whole lot of that. Some of you guys gonna make millions of dollars. Some of you guys are gonna be very rich. Some of you guys never gonna know what it's like to hit zero. You know, but that is an advantage. That is an immense advantage. You're also gonna see, you guys coming up now. A lot of gatekeeping, like a lot of information that's gonna be held from you. So you have to really search. You have to really search. Don't believe everything that is essentially made a product. Don't believe everything just because it's in English letters or Spanish letters and Latin letters. Like, don't believe everything that you see, man. Like, you really gotta apply your mind, body, soul, and try to take advice from the elders. Like me personally, myself, I take advice from people who live their lifestyle. Just talk about their lifestyle. You know, um, like coming into this new generation, like I'm in my early 30s now, right? So you guys, when you finally get around to watching this video, you guys might be in your early teens, your early 20s, and I might be in my 70s. I might be in the 60s and 40s and 50s. I might be a way older man. So I'm really just trying my best to give you guys an alley oop to be able to understand that you're not alone in this journey, right? It's um, it's been since 2015. So it's been about 10 years since 2015 that I've been essentially like running in circles financially with no stability. And as you can see, I've left a lot of receipts over the years on my Instagram. I left a lot of receipts over the years. Hey, obrigado. Obrigado, Brazil. What's up, Brazil? See a lot of people from Brazil always giving me support here. Estoy dando unos consejos al generación futuro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Muchísimas gracias, Moraes. Miguel Moraes. Right. So yeah, I'm over here just passing on like advice, man. Like you're gonna see a lot of folks essentially like, stuck in positions of having to provide for people and things. Like, there's some people who work, you're gonna see people who work weeks and weeks and weeks, long hours, and then they're eventually gonna put all that money and energy into a Netflix bill. Some people are gonna put all their money and energy into another generation of children that's mad ungrateful that they be spending money on just Disney, bullshit, games. You're gonna see other people who buy 700 pairs of shoes and they only really wear 4 or 5 at a time within the year. You're gonna see a lot of people who have Corvettes, Corvette, luxury cars, and just 90 miles away, there's an island with people that don't even have spaghetti to cook. So as our timeline and the times that we're living in going into 2030 and beyond, there's going to be a whole lot more independence and there's also going to be a whole lot more like where's the morale? Like you guys are going to be probably asking yourself like where's God? Like why is this happening? Like what is this happening? Well, as a moral, as a pass on to you, that this next generation, you guys are the ones. You guys are the ones that are going to be able to bring God on earth. You guys are the ones that are going to be chosen and destined to bring paradise on this planet. You know, yeah, I speak English and I speak Spanish, my friend. Right, so um, estoy diciendo que ustedes, generación que viene, ustedes, el generación prometido, van a ser la generación que trae paraíso a este planeta. En este momento, la mayoría de nuestra gente están ocupados completamente. I wish I could speak Spanish. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. Little by little. You'll get it. Little by little, poco a poco. Piti, 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 piti. You'll get it. Just gotta practice. So I'm just telling people that, this next generation, y'all are chosen, bro. Y'all really gotta believe. Y'all really gotta believe that y'all chosen. And when you know what it's like, you know, to be at rock bottom, and when you know what it's like to be at the super, super tip top of society, you have to take advantage of your time and your opportunities. A lot of people in my generation, right? A lot of people, yeah, no problem, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys supporting. I'm gonna keep putting YouTube videos up. I'm gonna be doing the Spanish class in the next few hours. Right now, I'm traveling around North America right now. I'm in New York right now, traveling. So just want to give some positivity and energy to the next generation to let them understand that they have to really embody God because there's so much centricity and occupation in people's minds, and there's so much homelessness, man. There's so much homelessness. It's really crazy. Like in the subway trains, there's always somebody that's pissing on themselves, somebody sleeping on the subway cars. You go to Port Authority. No, I'm not in a house at the moment. I'm in a restaurant. I'm traveling right now. I'm traveling right now, man. I'm an international teacher, bro. International teacher teaching people about their inheritance. Yeah, yeah. So there's homeless people everywhere, bro. Like everywhere. There's all the way in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. There's people just sleeping in forests. There's people in Ecuador. I just got back from Ecuador. There's people in Ecuador stealing shit from each other. There's people in Colombia. A lot of violence in Colombia. There's a lot of homelessness in Ecuador as well. A lot of mental illness, a lot of spiritual illness. I saw some homelessness in all the way in Miami as well. A lot of people standing in line waiting for food at the pantries and stuff like that. I see Newark, New Jersey at the Penn Station. A whole bunch of people there, homeless, just waiting for opportunities, just waiting for opportunities. And there's a lot of these Christian organizations, a lot of these Catholic organizations that stand outside of banks and they talk about Jesus all day and they talk about Christ all day, but they don't live it. They don't live it. They don't embody it. They don't teach, and they neglect everybody that essentially doesn't have the potential to essentially fund their agenda. So that's obviously contrary to what Christ was even teaching in the first place and what Christ even stood for in the first place. So ultimately, like this relaxed attitude of people, like, being so entitled, and people feel like they could just steal stuff from you and have no type of like consideration for mothers and the distress of the womb and the stress of the endocrine system. Like, you know, you gotta have a little bit of more sympathy for these people, but you gotta keep them at a distance, man. Like, don't let nobody occupy your time and attention. You know, this message is meant for you. This message is meant for those in the future that I see myself within, right? Male or female, right? There's a lot of psychological warfare happening right now, psychological and spiritual warfare that's happening right now, and are being people are being psyoped, so psychologically operated on, psychologically wiped from who they are, what is their inheritance, and it's only really the Moors in America that's really trying to, vigorously every single day teaching law, teaching nationality, teaching paperwork, teaching procedures. You know, this is a divine and national movement. There's a divine part and there's a national movement, right? You have to actually apply your governmental. You have to govern your mentality, right? A lot of people like myself have been having to use my resources instead of investing and being rich forever and being stable. I have to use the resources that I gain to essentially hold myself afloat, just to have shelter, human rights within the same continent with my own family, my own friends, and my own people, essentially hoarding the resources for um them to essentially have a comfort in some type of destroyer god that's going to come down and ruin the entire world, which it's already happening. So the moral of our people, what's up, Zombie Steve? I see you, bro. The moral of our people needs to be invested into. Like, you need to invest in yourself. You need to understand that you embody God. Hey, what's up, man? You new here? I hope you're an artist. I hope you're making some art, right? What do you do? What do you do, Zombie Steve? Talk to me, man. I'm over here just giving advice to the next generation, essentially. So I just want people to take this message seriously. You could be from You make edits, yeah, that's really important, bro. Make sure you make some good edits. Put some good music on there, like a lot of good music, especially jazz. Like jazz is really nice. No words, jazz is really really nice. I'm really proud of creative people, bro. And you guys are the future, man. You guys are the future. You have so much on your side, to continue uplifting humanity and embodying morality. Right. So I just want to say, all the way down to Argentina, Chile, Paraguay, Brazil, Peru, Quito, Colombia, Venezuela, Suriname, Guyana, um, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Bahamas, Barbados, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, all of you guys, everybody that's there, like that's related to these places by blood. Like this is for you guys, man. Esto es para ustedes. This is for you guys to really understand that, like you're the future. You're the future, bro. Like you really are the future. You guys got to believe in yourselves. You have to believe in yourself. This time is the best time to literally be a creator like yourself, like the editor. This is the best time for you to believe in yourself and go hard and have a lot of discipline because you can make your dreams happen if you just continue. Stay perseverant and do what you have to do. Even if you have to stay in your house for 5 years, man. Keep your head down, save a little bit of cash, buy gold. I always recommend save your money by buying gold, keep your gold reserve, keep cash, invest in stocks, invest in crypto. You got XRP, you got Bitcoin, and you got Ethereum. Those three right there, $20 a month. Leave it on auto pay and become rich, man. Become rich. There's nothing wrong with you having riches by you working for your riches, right? There's nothing wrong with you being able to provide for yourself and your family and the things that God gave you for you to see this world. That's your inheritance. God created this world for you to actually live and to actually have this inheritance, to be able to enjoy it, not to just be stuck and suffering like all of these homeless people I see here, right? So ultimately, I bring this message to you guys with 14 minutes and 50 seconds of your time that I'm grateful for to bring hope to humanity, to bring hope to this next generation. And I hope that this message empowers them. And I'm so grateful that I'm getting people in my comments that are actually positive. Because usually when I do this, I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of hate on the internet. So, um, I don't even know who you guys are, but all I want to say is that, I support you. I appreciate you. Love your family, love your friends as best as you can. If you're in a fucked up situation where your family is fucking up your life, do what I told you. Stick to the people that love you. That's the best advice I was given to by a Scottish woman. She said, stick to the ones that love you, man. Sometimes in this next generation coming up, your real family, your real relatives, the people that love you, is not going to be your own family sometimes. Not even the people you work with sometimes. Not even the people that you grew up with. Right? You're gonna have a lot of trials and tribulation coming in the future, and people's character is gonna be constantly tested. So I send this message out ultimately to give hope as a beacon for you to move on in the future and to be able to capitalize on your opportunities. Right? Don't let nobody play with your time. Don't let anybody waste your damn time. You're the one that knows. You're the only person that knows what you have to do. Don't let anybody play with your time, right? Not this Instagram, not this TikTok, not nobody on YouTube, not nobody in your family. Don't let anybody waste your time. Not no abusive friendships, don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't let nobody use you for money. Do for yourself. Protect your heart, protect your mind, protect your morale, embody God. Embody God. Be God. Be the God that Christ wanted everybody to embody. See what I'm saying? So I give this message to you guys to essentially be the best that you could possibly be. And I hope that I did my job in my role in this particular time in 2025 for you to pass this message on, whether it's today or whether it's 20 years from now or 70 years from now or when I'm long gone and I'm dead, right? So much love to everybody on here. Thank you guys for giving me 17 minutes and 16 seconds of your time.